Heyo friendos, I hope you all are having a fantastic weekend. In today's video, we have two brand new products to cover. So the first thing that I'm going to whip out really quick is my review of this Natasha Denona Serum Concealer. It's got a really long name. I'm going to read this so I don't mess it up. It's the High Glam Brightening and Hydrating Medium to Full Coverage Crease Proof Serum Concealer. Don't you just love these really long names that these companies are giving these products these days? Then I'm going to do a more thorough review of the Cotton Candy Queen palette. Now, I've already done a look with this on my channel. I've already done a first impressions, but some of you have asked me for a yellow look and for a more dedicated review, since the last video featuring this palette was dedicated to the entire Cotton Candy Queen collection as a whole. So guys, if you are excited for what's in store, don't hesitate, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Natasha Denona and Jeffree Star both get a lot of time here on my channel, and friendos, just stay tuned. So first things first, you guys, you probably are wondering, why did you decide to put a Natasha Denona product in a Jeffree Star Cosmetics video? Friendos, there's some comparisons to be made here. So check out the applicator here. You'll notice that there's a hole in the middle of the doe foot, kind of leans to the side here. Now let me show you Jeffree's. Oh, what's that? There's a hole and it's mildly slanted. So with that said, the way that this applies is very similar. I would even say the overall finish is very similar, as neither one are really radiant or brightening. But let's head to Sephora. I'm going to read a little bit about this Natasha Denona new serum concealer so you guys can form your own opinions. So about this product, this is a game-changing concealer that has a full performance formula and advanced skincare properties. Nice. It says that the coverage is medium, even though the title says that it's medium to full. The finish is matte, which is interesting because they call it a brightening concealer. This is what you need to know, according to Sephora. This is a long-lasting creaseless concealer with a natural medium buildable coverage and luminous matte finish. The High Glam Correcting Concealer is made with biomimetic pigments and texture-perfecting microspheres for flawless airbrushed results with a weightless, natural look and supremely flexible feel. Is biomimetic a word? I have never heard this before, you guys. Okay, friendos, in case you've never heard that word before, because I haven't, it is relating to or denoting synthetic methods which mimic biochemical processes. Wow, Natasha, I didn't know you were so scientific. So with both the Jeffree Star concealer and with Natasha's concealer, I feel like it's kind of hard to get a small amount onto the eyes. That applicator just picks up a lot. I would say in reality, this is probably going to end up being a more full coverage concealer for you, as well as Jeffree's. They're both full coverage. Now, Natasha's does feel more serum-y. For myself, my eyes up here are super oily all the time. My eyelids are constantly oily, and then under my eye is dry as the Sahara Desert. So I get a lot of creasing. I have on this concealer today, and I can see a little bit of creasing right now. This has been on for less than an hour. So we'll just kind of wipe that away. On the first day that I tried this, I did not set the concealer, and it creased very quickly, and I'll just be honest with you, I did not like the look of the concealer under my eye. It also creased very quickly because I put it up here on my eyelid, and like I said, my eyelids are oily. It did crease. I tried it again. I set it. It definitely performed better under the eyes, so I decided to give it another go. I set it under my eyes on the second application, and it definitely performed a lot better. I absolutely appreciated that full coverage effect because I have some really dark under eyes. I haven't been sleeping well, and I've been having allergy issues. So yeah, I felt like it did a good job of covering that. However, it still did crease on my eyelids, even with me setting the serum concealer. So do I like this concealer? Would I recommend it? Well, friendos, it depends. If you are someone with really dry under eyes, you're probably going to appreciate this one more than Jeffree's, because like I said, Jeffree's is slightly more dry. I wouldn't consider his to be a drying concealer. I wouldn't compare it to Tarte Shape Tape or anything like that, but this one is definitely more moisturizing feeling under the eye. However, I would say be careful when you go to apply it. It's so easy to do too much and it end up looking really cakey or creasing very quickly. Also, for those of you who care about packaging, this is clearly the more glamorous packaging. It's sturdier. You don't have a silly little wand in your hand. This part of the component right here is very much more plushy, and you have the indie stamp on the side. Okay, friendos, that's my review of the concealer. Now, moving on. So I'm starting my look today in this yellow shade right here. This is going to go all over my lid, and we will be blending around it with other shades. But I just want to make sure that I have this down so that it is 100% the star of the show. And this yellow is light. It is a very, very pastel yellow. I may end up, and I probably will end up going over it with the sparkly yellow one right here. Let's say the name. And look, guys, even though this is a very white, light yellow, no patchiness. I'm not having trouble at all blending this out. There's really not a lot of kick up in the pan either. I did not tap off my brush, so really no fallout. Okay, one of my favorite things about this palette is we actually have a very, very light blue. Normally, you could not do yellow in the center of the lid with a blue in the inner corner without it looking weird. But this one is light enough that I feel like it's gonna look just fine. Let's see. Yeah, friendos, I think this is looking fantastic. And probably I'm not going to have any problems here today. You guys see all this? I've got to pluck my eyebrows. They're looking terrible. I can't find my tweezers though, so there's that. Okay, so next up I'm going to go into Pink Licorice. This is the darkest matte pink shade. Would have been nice to have this for Easter. I kind of like an Easter egg right now. Now, friendos, let's go into Cupcake Royalty. This is the lightest matte pink. So guys, I'm going to go over the yellow with another yellow, this sparkly yellow right here. Let's try it. And this is without any sort of spray, but you guys know I'm going to go over it with spray in just a second. I'm trying my best not to cover up the blue that I have down. Just trying to go over the yellow. Okay guys, I'm going to deepen up the blue once again. And I think today I'll be doing a siren eye with this look. I'm not going to procrastinate on putting on my eyeliner today. It's going on right now. I want to have that good perimeter where I can see where I want to place the sparkly shade that I'll be putting down in just a moment. So let me hop off here and do that real quick. Be right back. Okay, friendos, prepare yourselves. Wow, what a difference liner and lashes make. Let's dive into the eyeglass powder in the shade Handspun Love. I'm going to use a brush. It's harder to pick up with a brush, but I need to because I'm not trying to get this everywhere. Oh god, it's so hard to pick up on a brush. And guys, I want to just spice things up with some hidden gems. So I just want to do a few gems because let's be real, this look is loud enough already. Ta-da! I did it. Okay, friendos, my sister's got a roll, so let's get some lipstick down. Okay, so that's down. I'm going to go on now with the Luminous Silk Blush that I got on my Sephora haul. So yeah, very nice, bright baby doll pink. And friendos, now back to my final thoughts on this palette. So I definitely think that it's gorgeous. I think if you are looking for a great pastel palette, this is one to consider. The formulation is fantastic. I do want to throw it out there that one of you told me that you felt like your palette smells kind of funny. So I went in here and I just... because I wanted to see if I smelled anything weird, and my thoughts on it are this. It does kind of smell like Easy Bake Oven products, like the little brownie stuff that you would put into an Easy Bake Oven that come with the little kits. I'm gonna let my sister have a sniff. What do you think, Polylog? Do you smell anything? My sister does not like the way that it smells. She notices that the left side smells worse than the right. What does it smell like to you? Okay, she thinks it smells plasticky, and you said the word sour, which interestingly enough, that's what the person in my comment section said. They said they felt like it smelled sour. I didn't get a sour note, I just got a really artificial toyish smell. So it's really interesting. However, I don't smell it unless I stick my face in it. So I told you guys I felt like Jeffree is the master when it comes to pastels. I also really like his Jawbreaker palette. It has a lot of pastels in there, as well as the mini Jawbreaker. I reach for those all the time. And I also think that the Cotton Candy Queen palette would pair well with either of those palettes. Okay, friendos, I want to let you all go for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you liked this bejeweled look. Let me know what you want to see next coming up on my channel. I do plan to do some shorts with the eye gloss powder, so be on the lookout for those. A big congratulations to the winner of my last contest. We will have another one when I hit 1,500 subscribers. So friendos, help me get there and stay tuned for that. All right, my guys, I want to let y'all get back to your weekend. Have a phenomenal one. Don't hesitate to give this video a like if you did enjoy today's look, if you had fun while hanging out. Subscribe if you have not done so already. Because if not, we'll both have to live in the sorrow of never knowing what could have been. Alright guys, have a good one. Bye!